You know what hurts the most? Nobody ignored my pain, because nobody ever saw it. I got so good at smiling that people thought I was healing, while I was slowly falling apart. The smile that hid 1,000 tears started years ago, back when I first learned. Nobody notices pain unless it shows. So I buried everything, the heartbreak, the fear, the nights I couldn't breathe, the mornings I hated being here. I became the guy everybody admired, the one who stayed calm under pressure, the one who motivated everybody else while secretly trying to hold himself together. Nobody knew how many times I broke, how many nights I sat alone, how many conversations I had with God, asking why pain felt more like home. I remember looking in mirrors, trying to recognize the face, 'cause somewhere between surviving life and pretending I was okay, I lost pieces of myself that never came back. Now every smile feels rehearsed and every laugh feels attached to a sadness nobody notices, or hurt nobody hears, a story hidden behind 1,000 silent tears. This is the smile that hid 1,000 tears, 1,000 nights, 1,000 fears. Everybody saw me standing tall, nobody knew I was losing it all. This is the smile that carried all the pain, through every storm, through every rain. And even now I still pretend that I'm okay when I'm not again. I got tired of saying I was hurting, 'cause people only listen temporarily. They ask how you doing, but don't really want the honesty. So eventually I learned to keep everything inside, to suffer quietly, to survive without advice. I became emotionally independent, not because I wanted to, because disappointment taught me nobody can always carry you. And honestly, that realization changed me, made me stop expecting rescue, made me stop asking people to stay, made me start preparing for goodbyes before they happen, because every person I trusted deeply left a scar behind. Now my mind automatically expects endings, even when something beautiful begins. That's what pain does, it changes your thinking, turns hope into caution, turns trust into fear, turns happiness into something you think you'll eventually lose. Some people cry in public, some cry behind closed doors, and some cry so deep inside the tears never reach their eyes anymore. This is the smile that hid 1,000 tears, 1,000 nights, 1,000 fears. Everybody saw me standing tall, nobody knew I was losing it all. This is the smile that carried all the pain, through every storm, through every rain. And even now I still pretend that I'm okay when I'm not again. I miss the person I used to be, before anxiety became normal, before overthinking every situation became part of my personality, before I started doubting compliments, before I questioned every relationship, before I convinced myself everybody eventually leaves. Now every text gets analyzed, every silence gets magnified, every change in energy feels dangerous, every goodbye feels justified. And people don't understand how exhausting that becomes, to fight battles all day, then fight your thoughts all night, to smile at work, smile around friends, smile for family, then collapse when you're alone, because loneliness sounds different when you're surrounded by people and still feel invisible. I know somebody listening understands, 'cause pain recognizes pain, even when nobody says a word. The truth is, I wasn't hiding tears from other people, I was hiding them from myself. 'Cause if I admitted how broken I felt, I was scared I wouldn't know how to fix it. There were nights I almost gave up, not on life, but on myself. Nights I looked at my reflection and couldn't find anything worth loving. Nights I questioned my purpose, my value, my future, my strength. Nights where surviving until morning felt like an accomplishment, but nobody knew, because by sunrise The smile came back, the mask came back, the performance continued, and that's the tragedy. Some of the strongest people you know are fighting battles you'll never hear about. Some of the happiest faces you see are carrying the heaviest pain. Some of the loudest laughs come from people who cry in silence. And some smiles hide 1,000 tears, because they're too tired to explain them anymore. This is the smile that hid 1,000 tears. Every heartbreak brought me here. Every scar became part of my soul. Every loss left a permanent hole. This is the smile that survived the pain, through every storm, through every rain. And even though I'm still healing today, I'm proud I never walked away. If you've been hiding your pain behind a smile, behind a joke, behind an "I'm fine," I understand, because some of us learned how to survive long before we learned how to heal. I miss the version of me, the smile without forcing it, the version that laughed without hiding pain behind it, the version that trusted people without expecting disappointment, the version that believed everything would somehow work out. I don't know when he disappeared, I don't know when life got this heavy. I just know one day I woke up carrying responsibilities, stress, heartbreak, pressure, and expectations that slowly started changing me, not overnight, little by little, until one day I became somebody I barely recognized. The scariest thing about losing yourself is that it happens so slowly you don't notice it. How do you find yourself again when you're not even sure where you got lost? I'm losing myself, trying to be strong for everybody else. I'm losing myself, carrying burdens I never asked for. I'm losing myself, and I don't know how much I have left, because every day I survive feels like another piece of me disappears. Everybody asks, how are you? And I say, I'm good, because that's easier than explaining exhaustion, easier than explaining anxiety, easier than explaining why my mind feels like it never stops running. People see the smile, they don't see the breakdown behind it. People hear my voice, they don't hear the battles inside it. I become so good at pretending that sometimes even I believe it. That's dangerous when acting okay becomes your identity. Nobody noticed I was drowning because I got really good at waving. The strongest people aren't always okay, they're just the best at hiding it. I keep telling myself I'll rest when life slows down, but life never slows down. I'm losing myself, trying to be strong for everybody else. I'm losing myself, carrying burdens I never asked for. I'm losing myself, and I don't know how much I have left, because every day I survive feels like another piece of me disappears. Truth is, I'm tired, not sleepy, so tired. The kind of tired that comes from carrying pain too long. The kind of tired that comes from fighting battles nobody knows you're fighting. The kind of tired that comes from always being the strong one. I can't remember the last time somebody asked how I was doing and actually waited for the answer. I can't remember the last time I felt understood, the last time I felt seen, the last time I felt like myself. I spent so much time surviving, I forgot how to live. I kept saving everybody else, while nobody noticed I needed saving too. God. I know I'm breathing, but I don't feel alive. I know I'm moving, but I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm surviving, but I miss who I used to be. Listen to everybody who feels lost, everybody who feels disconnected from themselves, everybody who's smiling in public and falling apart in private. I know that feeling. I know what it's like to wake up exhausted before the day even starts, to carry responsibilities that nobody helps you carry, to lose pieces of yourself while trying to keep everybody else together. But hear me, you're not weak because you're struggling, you're human. You're not broken because you're overwhelmed. You've been carrying too much, and maybe the answer isn't becoming who you used to be. Maybe the answer is healing the version of you that's hurting now, because the person you miss isn't gone forever. They're buried underneath stress, buried underneath pain, buried underneath survival mode. And healing isn't finding a new person, it's finding your way back home, back to yourself. Maybe I'm not losing myself. Maybe I'm fighting my way back to who I was before. The pain, I'm losing myself, or maybe that's what it feels like. I'm losing myself, trying to survive another night. I'm losing myself, but I still haven't given up, and maybe that's proof there's still something worth saving. If you're listening to this and you feel lost too. Everybody thinks people cry for help with words. I didn't. I stopped talking. I stopped explaining. I stopped reaching out. And somehow, nobody noticed that my silence was a cry for help. The scary thing about pain is eventually it gets quiet. Not because it disappears, because you get tired of talking about it. Tired of explaining what's wrong, tired of hearing stay strong, tired of opening wounds for people who forget the conversation tomorrow. So I started saying less, started keeping things inside, started smiling more, started lying every time they asked if I was alright. And people believed it, why wouldn't they? I became good at pretending, good at hiding depression, good at making broken look normal while carrying storms nobody could see. I remember sitting in crowded rooms, feeling completely invisible, surrounded by people who knew my name, but had no idea what I was fighting through. And honestly, that kind of loneliness changes you, when your loudest screams become your quietest moments, when the words you need to say never leave your mouth, because you're scared nobody will understand. My silence was a cry for help, but nobody heard the sound. I was breaking piece by piece while smiling all around. My silence was a cry for help, every I'm okay was a lie. I wasn't trying to push people away, I was hoping somebody would ask me why. I stopped answering messages, not because I didn't care, I just didn't have the energy to pretend I was okay anymore. I stopped going out, stopped showing up, stopped feeling excited, stopped feeling enough. And people called it distance, people called it attitude, people called it change. Nobody called it pain, nobody stopped and asked if I was surviving mentally. Nobody saw the weight that was slowly crushing me, because pain doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like exhaustion, sometimes it looks like isolation, sometimes it looks like someone becoming quiet. I wish more people understood that not every cry for help is loud. Some people don't beg to be saved, they disappear slowly, hoping somebody notices before they completely disappear. I wasn't looking for attention, I wasn't looking for sympathy, I was just hoping somebody would notice I wasn't being myself lately. My silence was a cry for help, but nobody heard the sound. I was breaking piece by piece while smiling all around. My silence was a cry for help. Every I'm okay was a lie. I wasn't trying to push people away. I was hoping somebody would ask me why. There were nights I sat in darkness for hours without moving, thinking about every battle that nobody knew I was losing. Thinking about the pressure, the expectations, the disappointments, the frustration. Thinking about how hard it gets when you're carrying everything alone, trying to stay strong for everybody while secretly falling apart on your own. I became the therapist friend, the strong friend, the dependable friend, the friend everybody leaned on while nobody noticed. I needed someone too, or maybe that's what hurt the most. Not the pain itself, the feeling that I could disappear and life would continue normally, like I was never struggling, like I was never drowning, like my silence didn't mean anything when it actually meant everything. The truth is, the quietest people often have the loudest battles, and the people who say the least usually carry the most. I spent years convincing people I was fine while fighting wars inside my mind. Years pretending I was healing while secretly breaking deeper. Years helping everybody else while abandoning myself. And eventually I realized something: silence can be dangerous. Cause when nobody knows you're hurting, nobody knows you're drowning. When nobody knows you're struggling, nobody knows you need help. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is finally admit that you're not okay. Because healing doesn't start when the pain disappears. Healing starts the moment the truth is spoken. And for years, my silence held that truth hostage. Oh, my silence was a cry for help, a message nobody read, a battle nobody saw, a war inside my head. My silence was a cry for help, but I'm done hiding now, because carrying pain alone almost broke me somehow. My silence was a cry for help. And maybe somebody listening understands, cause you've been quiet too, while trying to survive, but nobody can. If you've been silent lately, if you've been pulling away, if you've been fighting battles nobody knows about, please remember this: you don't have to explain everything. You don't have to be strong all the time. And sometimes I remember waking up exhausted before the day even started. Nothing was wrong on the outside, but inside I felt completely shattered. People kept asking me what happened. I wish I had an answer, cause honestly I was confused too, trying to understand my own disaster. I wasn't heartbroken, wasn't grieving, wasn't going through some major crisis, but every night I felt something heavy, like my soul was silently dying. I started losing interest in things that used to make me feel alive. Started forcing smiles in conversations just to hide what I couldn't describe. Cause how do you explain emptiness? How do you explain feeling lost? How do you explain being surrounded by love, but still feeling emotionally cut off? And maybe that's why I stayed quiet, cause every explanation sounded wrong. I couldn't find the words for the pain I was carrying all along. The hurt I couldn't explain was the pain that changed me most. The battles nobody saw, the tears nobody knows, the hurt I couldn't explain turned my nights into wars. And even now I'm still healing from things I can't put into words. I became good at pretending, good at making pain look normal, good at saying everything's okay when my thoughts felt unbearable. People thought I was distant, people thought I changed. Nobody realized I was fighting a battle inside my brain. I started questioning everything, my worth, my future, my purpose, my strength. Wondering why I felt broken when everybody thought I was blessed. And that's what made it harder, feeling guilty for feeling bad, cause people had it worse than me, yet somehow I was still sad. I hated myself for struggling, hated feeling weak, hated waking up every morning already emotionally defeated. So I carried it alone, like I always do, trying to survive a pain I couldn't even explain to myself. Some wounds don't leave scars, some battles don't leave bruises, some pain doesn't make sense, but it still destroys you. The hurt I couldn't explain was the pain that changed me most. The battles nobody saw, the tears nobody knows. The hurt I couldn't explain turned my nights into wars. And even now I'm still healing from things I can't put into words. I think part of me broke years ago and I never really fixed it. I just got better at distracting myself, so I didn't have to face it. Work hard to stay busy, keep moving, keep running, anything to avoid the silence, because silence forced me to feel something. And every time life slowed down, the pain came back louder. Every buried emotion resurfaced, every hidden wound grew stronger. I realized healing isn't avoiding pain, healing is facing it directly. But that's terrifying, when pain became part of your identity. Because who am I without the struggle? Who am I without survival mode? Who am I if I finally put down the weight I'll carry for so long? Those questions scared me more than the pain itself, because suffering became familiar and healing felt unfamiliar. The truth is, not every hurt has a name, not every wound has a story. Sometimes you're just tired, sometimes you're just broken, and sometimes you don't know why. Looking back now, I think I understand it better. The hurt wasn't one thing, it was everything. Every disappointment I never processed, every goodbye I never accepted, every tear I forced back, every emotion I neglected. It was years of carrying too much and pretending I was carrying nothing. Years of being strong for everybody while abandoning myself completely. The hurt I couldn't explain wasn't created overnight. It was built slowly through 1,000 silent nights, 1,000 hidden fears, 1,000 swallowed tears, 1,000 moments where I needed help, but convinced myself I did it. And maybe somebody listening knows exactly what I mean, because you're carrying something too you can't fully explain. You just know it hurts, and some days that's enough to break you. The hurt I couldn't explain almost convinced me to give up, almost convinced me I was alone, almost convinced me I wasn't enough. But I'm still here, still breathing, still fighting through the pain. And maybe healing starts the moment we stop needing an explanation for every scar we carry. To anyone struggling with a pain you can't put into words, you're not crazy, you're not weak, and you're not alone. Sometimes the deep one step at a time. Yeah, I didn't get here because life was easy. I got here because pain couldn't beat me. Every scar got a story attached, every smile got a breakdown behind it. Yeah. People see the finish line, they never see the road. Never see the nights I cried, trying not to lose control. Never saw the pressure building, the anxiety I was feeling. The days I questioned everything and still showed up pretending. Cause life didn't stop when I was hurting. Bills still came, time kept turning. People kept expecting strength when I was barely holding myself together. I carry losses I never talked about, failures that still haunt me now. Dreams that almost died completely, cause fear kept screaming louder than belief. And honestly, there were moments I almost listened, moments I almost quit, moments I almost convinced myself nothing would ever get different. But every time life knocked me down, something deep inside kept whispering, keep walking. Even when your heart feels heavy, keep walking. Even when the road gets deadly, keep walking. Even when nobody believes, cause sometimes survival starts with refusing to leave. Keep walking. Through the tears, through the pain, through the storms, through the rain. You don't have to see the finish line, just keep walking, one step at a time. I know what it feels like to feel forgotten, to work hard and still feel stuck, to pray for answers every night and wake up feeling out of luck. I know what it feels like to watch everybody win while you're fighting battles nobody sees, to smile at people every day while your soul is screaming please. I spent years comparing myself to people living different lives, destroying my confidence slowly, trying to figure out why their journey looks so perfect while mine look full of scars. But I learned pain teaches lessons comfort never could, and every obstacle I hated built a version of me stronger than I understood. Cause diamonds aren't made in comfort, muscles don't grow without strain. And some of the strongest people alive were created through unbearable pain. So maybe your struggle isn't punishment, maybe it's preparation. Maybe everything you're surviving is building your destination. I know you're tired, I know you're hurting, I know some days feel impossible, but don't stop now, you've come too far. Keep walking, even when your heart feels heavy. Keep walking, even when the road gets deadly. Keep walking, even when nobody believes, cause sometimes survival starts with refusing to leave. Keep walking, through the tears, through the pain, through the storms, through the rain. You don't have to see the finish line, just keep walking, yeah, one step at a time. There were nights I sat alone, questioning if I was enough, questioning if the dream was worth it, questioning if I'd ever rise above the depression, the setbacks, the heartbreak, the failures, the voices in my head telling me I should surrender. But I noticed something, every storm eventually passed, every painful season ended, every bad moment didn't last. And looking back now, the things I thought would destroy me actually became the reasons I learned how to survive. The heartbreak taught me strength, the loneliness taught me growth, the failures taught me wisdom, the pain taught me hope. Because once you survive your worst days, you stop fearing tomorrow. You realize you're stronger than the things that try to break you. And that's when everything changes, not when life gets easier, when you finally understand how powerful you've become. Maybe the reason you're still here is because your story isn't finished. Maybe the reason you survived is because you're meant for something bigger. Maybe the reason it hurts so much is because you're growing. To the person listening right now, thinking about giving up, thinking nobody understands, thinking life has become too much, I need you to hear me. The fact you're still breathing means you've already survived every bad day you've ever faced. Read that again. Every storm, every heartbreak, every failure, every setback, every moment you thought would destroy you, you're still here. And that's proof that pain doesn't always win. Yeah, sometimes the strongest victory is simply refusing to quit, refusing to stop, refusing to stay down, refusing to let darkness write the ending to your story. So when life gets hard again, and trust me, it will, remember this simple thing that saved me more times than I can count. Keep walking, even when nobody notices. Keep walking, even when progress feels slow. let God handle the rest. One day, yo.